Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. More often than not, we associate the name shark with great whites. This is only natural as these are the most common sharks we encounter. But they aren't the only ones in the shark kingdom. There are over 500 shark species, some of which have just been discovered as recently as 10 years ago. Most of these haven't been studied in detail, but some tidbits of information are available. So here we are, 10 of these majestic beasts that are just as strange as they are fascinating. Number 10. Basking Shark. A basking shark usually averages 8 meters in length, but some can grow to 12 meters, making it the second largest shark in the world after the mighty whale shark. Just like the whale shark, it's also a filter feeder, swimming at considerably slow speeds to filter out plankton from the ocean water. Of course, the mouth is a big part of this feeding process, so it remains open most of the time. When wide open, the mouth measures about a meter wide, which ensures the shark filters as much water as possible. So, despite their intimidating size, basking sharks aren't threatening to humans. They're gentle giants, so to speak. That immense size also means they're pretty much safe from some of the most vicious marine predators like killer whales and great white sharks. Generally, basking sharks are solitary, but get together once in a while for group fun. During summer, for instance, they can be found in groups of up to 100 in plankton-dense waters, feeding and engaging in social behavior. Number 9. Sawshark. Sawsharks actually refer to a family of sharks rather than just a single individual. The group is made up of 10 species, but they all have one feature in common: a conspicuous snout shaped in the form of a saw. The snout is fashioned with teeth on both sides, making it just the perfect weapon for hunting. As seafloor dwellers, sawsharks use their elongated snouts to dig out prey from the ocean sand and smack them sideways before gorging themselves. To detect prey, these sharks use specialized sensory organs on their snout that pick out the electric field created by potential prey. This is the same way the sawfish use their long snouts. It might seem as though these two are similar, but there exist a few notable differences. For instance, sawfish aren't sharks, and they tend to be larger than sawsharks. While an average sawfish is 7 meters long, most sawsharks average just below 2 meters. Usually, these sharks stay at depths of between 40 and 100 meters, but have been observed going deeper to about 900 meters in tropical regions. Number 8. Megamouth Shark. The Megamouth Shark is so named because of its huge bathtub-like mouth. According to earlier observations, the mouth can go up to 1.3 meters wide. They're extremely rare beasts that, according to the Business Insider, just about 60 individuals exist. Roughly 100 of them have been observed since the shark species was first discovered in 1976. Sadly, most of these were found dead. While they're rarely observed these days, scientists believe that these beasts live in all the 4 world oceans in the deepest waters. But the depths they stay at vary with the time of the day. During the daytime, they reside at depths of between 120 to 200 meters, but once the night comes knocking, they ascend to depths of about 12 to 25 meters. This is a pretty common behavior among aquatic animals that feed on plankton. They use this vertical migration to track the movement of plankton, and that means these sharks are filter feeders depending solely on this plankton as a food source. Megamouths tend to be large with an average length of 5 meters, but outliers do exist. For instance, the longest recorded length is 7.6 meters. The weight, on the other hand, can go as much as 1.2 tons on the higher side. Number 7. Horn Shark. Horn sharks are known for their blunt head and a brown to gray coloration punctuated by small dark spots. They're endemic to the western coasts of North America, running from California to the Gulf of California. Just how deep they reside is largely dependent on their age. Adult horn sharks are usually found in shallower waters, while the juveniles stay a bit deeper in the sea. In these habitats, they are solitary for a larger part of their lives and move very slowly on the seafloor. Something unique about these sharks is that they usually have specific shelters where they spend their time. They're grounded at these points during the day when they take a rest after a night of hunting. But even if they go looking for prey, they never swim too far from their homes. They form a sort of territory that they restrict themselves to for up to 10 years. Number 6. Ninja Lantern Shark. The ninja lantern shark is the most recent entrant into the shark family, having been discovered in 2010 and named 5 years later. At least 8 specimens were collected and consequently used to describe the species. Interestingly, the common name was settled on by 4 kids aged between 8 and 14. The name ninja is a reference to the shark's all-black appearance, which is reminiscent of the old-time Japanese covert agent. Lantern, on the other hand, is about the shark's photophores in its skin. These emit a faint glow which helps the shark appear invisible to prey and predators. Aside from this unique adaptation, the ninja lantern shark is among the smallest of the shark species, with the length varying considerably between the males and females. Males measure a little over 30 centimeters on average, while females are larger and grow up to 51 centimeters. The sharks are also among the deepest dwelling and have been found to hang out at depths of between 800 and 1400 meters. Number 5. Frilled Shark. Frilled sharks are the stuff of a strange yet fascinating universe, and they don't just turn heads in the shark community, but also the larger animal kingdom. For one, they're the deepest sea dwellers as compared to other sharks in this video, going as much as 1500 meters below the sea. But they do also travel up considerably and can be found at depths of 50 to 200 meters. One of their most unique properties is the resemblance to extinct shark lineages. Contributing to this are its fins that are located towards the tail and a dark brown color. This likeness to long-dead sharks has earned the frilled shark a place among what scientists call living fossils. As for reproduction, frilled sharks have a gestation period that can stretch for up to 3 years, the longest among vertebrates. As a shark, it pales in several aspects when compared to the vicious great whites. For one, it's a bit weaker, probably owing to its preference for great depth. The deeper you go, the weaker the current becomes, which eliminates the need for strong muscles. The weak muscles also mean reduced jaw power, which translates to a less than stellar bite. So frilled sharks don't depend much on this for hunting. Instead, their jaws are quite flexible, which allows them to down large prey whole. Number 4. Zebra shark. By the name of it, you can easily deduce that the zebra shark matches a zebra in appearance. This is true to an extent, and it's the reason the shark was named so. Young zebra sharks have their brown-colored bodies punctuated by light vertical stripes, giving them a zebra-like appearance. But as they grow, this pattern is replaced by yet another pattern. The brown becomes paler and the stripes morph into small dots that populate the whole body. Also, the once smooth body is divided longitudinally by 5 ridges. The patterns here in both adult and juvenile zebra sharks serve to provide the perfect camouflage against the seafloor where they spend much of their time. Being nocturnal, their daytime is spent resting on the seafloor and appear motionless most of the time. They take strolls as soon as the night sets in to hunt around holes and crevices. They depend on their muscular mouths to suck out mollusks, which form a larger part of their diet. Sea snakes, crustaceans, and small fish are a few other prey options for the zebra shark. These peculiar guys hang out in the Indo-Pacific region, so expect to find them between South Africa and the Red Sea, and all the way out to the Australian coast. Number 3. Angel shark. Angel sharks can easily pass for rays due to their peculiar shape that is so different from a regular shark. They have a flattened body and enlarged pectoral and pelvic fins that offer the perfect camouflage against the seafloor where they spend most of their time. They remain buried in the sand most of the time, which helps both in catching prey and evading predators. Being an ambush predator, the camouflage works to hoodwink prey until it's too close to escape the sudden attack by the angel shark. The hunting here occurs at night when the angel shark is most active. During the day, they lie motionless on the seabed, largely invisible to the casual onlooker. They are not aggressive to humans, but can deliver painful bites if disturbed.
Now it's time for today's best pick.
Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it in a future video. Number 2. Gulper Eel. Unfortunately, the pick isn't that of some unusual shark, but rather a gulper eel. And it's also just as rare as some of the shark species in this video. That, coupled with the fact that they live in some of the deepest waters, has made studying them a bit of a tall order for scientists. But that doesn't mean it's a completely mysterious creature. There are a few established facts about it. For instance, the mouth is a big part of the gulper eel and gives it the street cred for being an odd-looking creature. It is said to be so big that it surpasses the rest of the body in size. but perhaps this is an important adaptation that allows these eels to gulp down prey much larger than themselves. In addition to the size, the mouth is also loosely hinged, which again comes down to consuming large meals. Another important part of this deep-sea eel is the tail that is elongated into a whip-like structure. This is used for propulsion, but there's more. The tip of the tail is bioluminescent and serves to attract prey close enough to the gulper eel.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So, here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works.
Number 1. Goblin Shark. After the Frilled Shark, the Goblin Shark is yet another living fossil. It is the only surviving member of the Mitsukurenidae family, which dates back 125 million years ago. One of its most prominent features is the snout that protrudes a few inches from the head. The unusual snout is covered with sensory organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini that enable the shark to pick up electric fields given off by prey. In the case of a meal in sight, goblin sharks can rapidly extend their jaw and grab it using their nail-like teeth. Probably one of the ugliest sharks, the goblin shark is rarely seen, but it has been caught dead a dozen times in fishing nets. This is due to its deep-sea habitat. Adults can go as low as 960 meters, which is way deeper than the juveniles that only live at maximum depths of 350 meters. So it's easier to run into a young goblin shark than a grown one. Adult sharks can attain a length of slightly over 5 meters and weigh in at 210 kilograms. So far, these sharks have been caught in the 3 major oceans, meaning they're pretty much distributed around the world.